Hey everyone, today I'm giving you a review of the Brooks Ghost 14. So before we get started, these shoes were sent to me by Brooks as part of the Bibrave Pro Ambassador program. However, no one is paying me to do this review and no one will get a chance to see this before you do. So this is the 14th iteration of the Brooks Ghost line. Personally, I've run in a 10 and a 12 and they're solid. They lasted forever when I was training for my first marathon. And for these particular pair, I've put about 50 miles on them so far. And one thing also worth mentioning is that these are Brooks' first pair of carbon neutral shoes and they've greatly reduced the production waste, making these shoes as well as using some recycled material on the upper as well. So let's go over the numbers. These are 9.9 ounces, 12 millimeter drop heel to toe, and they retail for $140. For the upper, they're using a one-piece 3D printed mesh. It is super breathable. I've been taking it on runs in the Pacific Northwest and lately it's been 60, 70, even 80 degrees and I never feel like these shoes are too warm for the weather and I've never had any hot spots. As a matter of fact, I actually took these shoes straight out of the box for a 5-mile run without even adjusting the laces. For the midsole, this is using a DNA loft technology. It's a combination of the EVA foam, rubber, and air. So it gives you that cushiony and bounciness feel. And so one thing I will mention is that even though they are labeled as the cushiony daily trainer, I would rate the firmness from 1 to 5, 1 being softest, 5 being the firmest. I would rate these somewhere in the middle, maybe like 3.5. So they aren't super squishy soft, but they're also not super stiff. But that's actually a good thing because you can take it on any sort of volume or pace runs. There's still that responsiveness coming from the firmness and the comfortability from the softness. So I think that's a great combination. For the outsole, there's a lot of lugs. There's a lot of rubbers. So I imagine you can take these for, in addition to road running, you can also take these to maybe like a light trail, take it on runs on a rainy day, or even wear it to the gym like I have been. I think these are a great option just to pick it up and go and they'll adapt to the elements. In terms of the fit and feel, these are true to size. I wear US men's size 9.5 for all my other running shoes and these are also 9.5 and they fit great. And as far as the feel, these shoes actually feel lighter than they are. I don't know what it is. So being almost 10 ounces, they are not considered lightweight shoes, but they feel pretty light and nimble. Because I think the upper being so comfortable and so snug to your feet, I feel like that kind of just takes the weight off when you transition through your gait cycle. And these shoes feel pretty secure as well. You can see here, the base is pretty wide from back all the way to the front. So whether you're a heel striker or you are a midfoot striker like myself, or you like to land on your toes, I feel like it's pretty secure and stable feel all around. As far as the transition, it's pretty smooth. As you can see here, there is a rocker geometry going on, and when I land somewhere around this area, it kind of just rolls you forward and it helps you transition through your gait cycle, put one foot in front of the other. And as I mentioned earlier, the foam is pretty responsive, it being not too soft, not too stiff, so it kind of works all together. So a couple of my final thoughts. In my past experience running in Brooks, and especially in the Ghost line, they're super reliable, super durable. If I had only one pair of shoes to go train with, maybe go travel, or whether it's I'm just starting out running, these are definitely my top pick because they can kind of just do it all. And then in the in the 10s I ran in, I put over 400 miles in them, and there's still treads on the outsole, which was amazing. And the foam was still pretty much intact. I think I swapped them out because I had another pair of shoes that came in unexpectedly, so I had to retire them early. As of the time I'm recording this video, these are actually on sale on Brooks' website right now. They're about $130, give or take, and there's a variety of different colors to choose from, as well as different foot types. There's the standard, there's 2E, 4E, so I'm pretty sure you can find an option for you. A couple of things worth mentioning is that I think these shoes work great. They are a little bit on the heavy side on paper. If I were to give it a couple suggestions and improvement, I would actually shave down some of the rubber. I didn't think it's necessary for like a road daily trainer to have that much lugs. It almost looks like trail shoes. And so if your primary goal is to run on roads, I really don't think you need lugs that deep. And by removing some of the rubber, it'll also take down some of the weight as well. And I would almost say to remove parts of the foam as well, because they're not super cushiony, but they're really responsive for what they are. And so I think if you shave off just a couple millimeters on the back, I think you got something really magical going on there. These shoes already feel really light, and if they're even lighter weight, I think they will be spectacular. And finally, I do think that the 12 mil drop is a little bit too high for me. I normally run in anything between 8 and 10, and I actually didn't feel too much of a difference on 12 on the first couple runs until I started taking it on a long run and recovery run, the type of runs where my legs are a little bit more beat up already. I started noticing my ankles getting sore, and then I'm getting a shin splint. So I'm not contributing everything to the shoes. It could be my form breaking down, but in general, I prefer to run in something around the 8 mil area. So that is my review for the Brooks Ghost 14. Comment down below and let me know what you think of this video, or maybe you've run in the shoes. Let me know what you think. You can also connect with me on Instagram. I'll put my handle somewhere here or here. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next time.